What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is JJ Langer, and today I'm going to teach you about how to correct the rounded shoulder posture, right? So a lot of people have this posture. I'm going to teach you how to go from this, and you're just going to get way happier as soon as you have the good posture. So I'm going to teach you guys stretches, exercise you need to do to correct that posture. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, you guys, so the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is how to correct posture, just general philosophy. So in any postural imbalance, you're going to have a group of muscles or a muscle that is chronically tight and shortened. So on the rounded shoulders, that is the chest and the anterior deltoid. And then you're also going to have a group that are chronically long and weak and extended. They're too long, so that's the upper back, right? So these muscles are long and extended. And so the way to solve any sort of posture problem, whether it's the rounded shoulders or pelvic tilt or anything, is you need to stretch out and open up these shortened muscles of the chest and the anterior deltoid, and then you also need to strengthen those muscles on the posterior chain, okay? So those muscles in the upper back. So today I'm going to show you guys both the stretches you need to do to open up that chest, as well as the exercises you need to be doing to strengthen the posterior chain and allow those muscles to pull themselves open. So you need to be doing both of those to correct any sort of postural exercise. But let's get right into those stretches that are going to make a huge difference for you. So here we go. So before we get into these stretches, hold every single one for 3 sets of 20, besides the one that's a mobility, which is where I'm going to tell you it's going to be 3 sets of 6 to 8. But 3 sets of 20 seconds for those static stretches. So now we're getting into the stretches, and all you're going to need really is a little broomstick. That's what I use. First, what we're going to do is with this little broomstick, you're going to be holding it. Really try to keep your arms straight. It doesn't matter. Adjust the width as you can. And what you're going to do here, I'll turn sideways so you can see, is you're going to keep those arms as straight as you can, come over your head and back this way, and come right back, right? And so what this is going to do, your pec comes across your body this way. So as you bring it back this way, that's stretching out your chest, allowing it to open up. And then one thing I see a lot of people do is when they're doing it, they're like arching their back, trying to get over. So they're like doing this. Don't do that. So make sure that you are keeping that lower back flat, keep that strong posture, go nice, slow, and controlled. This is more of a mobility exercise because it's like an active stretch. It's not just a static one. It's more dynamic stretching. But what I want you to do is do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, just going nice and slow over the top and then back over. I've been doing this. It makes a huge difference. It just opens up that entire chest and allows you to stretch it out. Next, we're going to move on to a static stretch. So we're here on the baseball field, you guys. And you can use a wall, you can really use anything. But what we're going to do here is I want you to take your hand, you're going to put it a little bit above shoulder height. It's going to be right here. And then you're going to step across, you're going to lean into it and actively pull that shoulder blade back, and then lean in and allow that chest to open up this way. Bend the arms slightly. That's going to put a little more focus on the chest. And this is going to be more of that static hold where it's going to be you're holding it for 20 to 30 seconds. And then we'll switch arms, obviously, get both sides. So those are 2 exercises to kind of open up the chest, 2 stretches that are going to help you stretch out and open up. All right, you guys, if you liked the video so far, go smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm coming out with new videos every Wednesday, so go ahead and subscribe. Now we're doing a stretch for that anterior deltoid, the front of the shoulder. So I'm just going to use this little bar here. Generally, I use a couch at my house or a little chair. You're going to place your hands on the couch or the chair or whatever you're using. Place them facing sideways. If we have them facing forwards, that places internal rotation on the shoulder, which can cause impingement there. So we're going to place them sideways, and then we're going to step out and down, okay? So what you got to do is try to pull those shoulders back as you move your chest forward and down, all right? And you're really going to feel that in that front of the shoulder. Just keep slowly coming down. Bring it back a little bit if you need. Bring it down. So if you're not feeling it kind of right in this front of the shoulder, you're not quite doing it right. So try to pull the shoulders back as you lean that chest forward and down. That's really going to help stretch out that front of the shoulder and allow it to externally rotate. One other thing here, I'm going to grab this foam roller. Let's go like right over here. This is good. So the last little stretch mobility we're going to do is using a foam roller here. So Really, you can use a foam roller, anything you can kind of place your back over. But one thing that a lot of people with rounded shoulders struggle to do is get into thoracic extension. So this is your thoracic spine right here, and you struggle to extend it because you're so used to being in flexion. So one thing I do is I place this foam roller right under kind of my mid back, thoracic back, somewhere in there, and then I just open up this way. You'll feel it, I feel it, and then just slowly roll and try to extend that back as much as you possibly can. So that's it for the stretches. Now let's move on to some exercises you can do. All you're gonna need really is a band, or if you're in a gym, like cables or anything like that. And these are gonna help to pull that posture into place. All right, you guys, so all you're gonna need for these exercises is just a little band, anything you can find around the house. And usually I use my J-bands, which I'd recommend. And if you're a baseball player, I did a whole J-band arm strength workout. I have that linked in that top corner for you. But let me give you some exercises for how to open up that posture and fix those rounded shoulders. So the first one we're gonna do is, I'll show you from the side view here, is banded pull aparts. So one of the muscles we need to strengthen is called the rhomboids, and the rhomboids are responsible for depressing and externally rotating your shoulder blade. Okay, so generally when you have rounded shoulder blade or rounded shoulders, you're doing the opposite, where you're coming around this way. So we need to work those rhomboids and strengthen them so that they open it up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the band, you're gonna get an underhand grip here. So not this way, this is pronated grip. You're gonna take a supinated grip on the band. You're gonna be this way. You're gonna stand with the band about face height, and then you're gonna pull it apart, pulling those shoulder blades back and down as you do. Pull it apart to the chest, squeeze it. If you're not feeling this, you need better mind muscle connection. So try to squeeze, it's right in the bottom of your shoulder blade. So right in here, you should feel that in the rhomboids, and that's really gonna help with the posture. Another one for the rhomboids that I love to do is coming here, and then coming overhead, and try to pull those shoulder blades back and down as you do it. So if you watch here, if I'm doing this, that's not doing anything because my shoulders are shrugged up. But if I'm doing this, where my shoulder blades are pulled back and down, I'm really gonna feel that in that rhomboid area, okay? So I would do each of those for 3 sets of 10, and whenever you're doing postural work, it's super, super, super important that you're not rushing the exercises, okay? It's important that you're slowing down, controlling it, and contracting those muscles as hard as you possibly can, and that's how you're gonna get the best results in terms of allowing that posture to be corrected. So we're gonna move on to our next exercise. Use the legs, it's like bunting. Use the legs, not the... This last exercise is my favorite. All you're gonna need is either a cable at the gym or just hook your band here. I'm just on a baseball field, right? I wanna keep it simple for you guys. You can hook it in through here, and it's gonna be a face pull, okay? So what you're gonna do is this time you're gonna take a pronated grip, so you're gonna be overhand on the band. And then what you're gonna do, take this, drive with your hands, lead with your hands, pull the shoulder blades back and down, boom, pull it to your face, and really, this should hit the entire posterior chain. And one thing you can do is just nice and slow, pause, squeeze here, and then come back. So this is gonna hit that posterior deltoid, it's gonna hit your infraspinatus, your rotator cuff muscles, it's gonna hit that upper back, lower traps. It's gonna allow you to open everything up. So 3 sets of 10 of this. This is one of my favorites. Again, make sure you're doing it super slow and controlled. So for all 3 of those exercises, you're gonna do 3 sets of 10, and I want you guys to be focusing on really squeezing that mind-muscle connection, because one of the biggest things is that we need to get your nervous system to realize, hey, these muscles in the back, they exist too, right? Because your nervous system has been not activating them. It's been activating a lot of these and tightening and shortening the front of that chest. But when you can open it up and tell your nervous system, okay, I want you to activate these muscles, that's when it's gonna allow it to help to fix that posture. So you guys, I might put a couple pictures up here of my whole rounded shoulder posture. I had one when I was in freshman year. I was literally just like walking around like a hunchback. And now it's helped me a lot doing these exercises and things. I've corrected my posture a lot. That's why I'm going into physical therapy. I really love talking about this. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you implement these and do them 3 times a week, they will for sure help you improve that posture. Let me know down below in the comments, did you guys like this video? Do you have any other pains that you have? Any postural issues that you'd like me to address and talk about? I know a lot about posture. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos myself that I'd like to share with you guys. Otherwise, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.